Shalom, this is GMS Holland Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. First off and foremost, I would like to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakakadash, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS for teaching us this truth. Peace and salutations to the elect out there. This is a GMS news update, concerning this article that I saw today. Today is Monday, the 10th of September. And this article was published yesterday night, the 9th of September. But I saw it this morning, so yeah, man. I decided to do a video about it because this is prophecy too, be a watchman and prophesy about the things that are coming. So this is an article from RT News saying anarchy in the UK. Police brace for riots. More army help in case of no deal Brexit. Leaked report. So this is straight up martial law that they are preparing for. That they are worried about, that they have to gonna have to implement. Race riots, race wars, how you call that, rebellion against the government, revolution. It's like that was the word I was looking for, revolution, wherein they're gonna go against the government, and this is all because of Europe falling apart, man. This is because of this Brexit. Britain leaving the EU, which is also prophecy that the EU, the 10 horns, are gonna fall apart because the iron and miry clay that cannot stick together, which is happening right now, is gonna cause, that's why I always say, man, from one prophecy to another, basically, when you see a roller coaster, right? A roller coaster goes up, and then as soon as the front carts lean over, so that the weight is more on the downward part, the rest of the carts, come after it. So when a few of these prophecies are coming to pass, then the other ones will follow speedily, because from one thing comes another, and we're gonna see this. We're gonna see that in this article. So it says no deal Brexit might result in lengthy civil unrest and surge in crime caused by food and medicine shortages, according to a leaked police report, which deemed a call on the military to tackle the anarchy a real possibility. So food and medicine shortage, a shortage on medicine and food. Let me just put it like that, man. Which shows you that when there is a lack of food and a lack of medicine, Esau already knows that it's gonna cause riots, that it's gonna cause civil unrest, wherein the military has to step in, and wherein they have to, of course, implement martial law, So from famine comes martial law. From martial law comes the RFID chip. From famine comes the RFID chip too, because people that are lacking food are desperate. And what does Esau do in a desperate time? He takes desperate measures for people, which is taking this chip to get this a package of food, man, to feed their children. So it says the doomsday leave scenario could lead to widespread civil unrest. It's like a civil disorder, according across the UK. The police document said, as cited by the Sunday Times, the leaked report painting some truly apocalyptic pictures has been prepared by the National Police Coordination Center and is set to be discussed at the meeting of the National Police Chiefs Council (NPCC) next week. Don't know if there are some pictures here, which they're talking about. No pictures. No pictures, please. This is the only picture. Basically the police in riot gear. But that's not gonna be the only thing, man. When people lack food, when people lack medicine, when their children are sick and they have been relying on medicine, all the time, as soon as the medicine is cut off, the children get even more sick, or the people get even more sick, because Esau wants you to rely on this medicine, and if you stop using this medicine, your body is gonna be damaged by this sickness even more, because the medicine basically doesn't cure it, but it blocks it for a period of time. So when you stop blocking it, it comes back even worse. So it says, if the UK fails to reach any deal on the Brexit, the departure from the EU might lead to up to 3 months of turmoil in the country. The report states shortages of medicine and food, as well of other goods, expected during a no-deal departure, might prompt widespread protests, which could then escalate into disorder. The said shortages will also likely lead to a surge in acquisition crime, namely theft and robbery. So with theft and robbery comes killing, murdering too. Killing and murdering. Let me see. Where was I? Gone. I'm here. Lack of necessity goods also gives ground to the expectation that more people will become ill. Okay, there you go. The pestilences. When people don't get their medicines, the sicknesses that they have can spread. So from the EU falling apart prophecy, we jump to famine prophecy, we jump to martial law prophecy, we jump to the pestilence prophecy, that there shall be pestilences. You see how this is basically a chain reaction. According to the report, the UK road network might also experience unprecedented and overwhelming disruption after the no-deal Brexit, with motorists facing massive traffic jams when traveling. To tackle the chaos, UK law enforcement will require widespread leave embargoes. Widespread leave embargoes. The report states the number of police will be also affected by the Brexit itself, since the EU nationals will lose their warrant cards. The Metropolitan Police alone will lose some 750 of its officers. Shrinking police numbers and widespread unrest might make the necessity to call on military assistance a real possibility, according to the report. So even cops is like, what, the hell with England, man. This is not normal. And police, the pressure of police is already, the work pressure of police is already very high. Which in times like this is gonna be at an all-time high, man. So they want to call in on the military. They want to call in on the military when the cops basically get to step in. National Police Chiefs Council lead for operations, Chief Constable Charlie Hall apparently tried to downplay the gloomy report, stating that it that if the police was planning for, it's a mistake in the text, planning for all scenarios in the event of a new no-deal departure from the EU. At this stage, we have no intelligence to suggest there will be an increase in crime or disorder. However, we remain vigilant and will continue to assess any threats and develop plans accordingly, all told Sunday Times. So they're preparing for this outbreak, which is scriptural, man. This outbreak is scriptural. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, starting at verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe being meaning destruction, lamentation, bitter times for the people that live in the world, because before the kingdom comes, before happy and peaceful times are coming, there needs to be destruction first, which Esau, the elites, are gonna use also to try and create order. They have something called order up chaos, order out of chaos, which when there is chaos, they want to implement this chip to get the order. When there is chaos, when there is no food, people are gonna be desirous of food, wherein they can say, listen, if you take this chip, you will receive a packet of food. I forgot the name for something like that, man. Anyway, verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So there's gonna be a lot of crime, a lot of deaths also, and it can pop off after this Brexit, man, this no deal Brexit, which is gonna cause food shortages and medicine shortages, wherein people are gonna rob and steal, kill and murder, because of and also because martial law is gonna be implemented, man. If you hear about the military being in the streets instead of police, military people have a whole nother way of working, man, because they are under martial law always. During war, ways to treat people and ways to do certain things are different than among civilians. That's why martial means war law. So military people that always go into countries on missions, they're always under this war law, and they're gonna bring that mentality amongst the people, which is gonna cause also uproaring, right? People gonna defend themselves against this military personnel too. So they're gonna have swords in their hands. They're gonna fight back, like we see very often in Paris, in France. You see them make Molotov cocktails. They make all kinds of weapons to fight back against the police, and it's only because of protesting. So what if it's about food? What if it's about lack of food, lack of medicine, people dying? They're gonna take it to a next level, man. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. You see? So if we go into that word sedition, this is the word sedition in the Atem online, on atemonline.com, the etymology. It says rebellion, uprising, revolt, concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority. So people are gonna try and overthrow the government, basically, if they don't get what they need, if they don't get their food supplies, if they don't get their medicines, if basically they don't feel safe or protected, You know, people are gonna take measures in their own hands, man. You know, and they're gonna rise up against the government, which they show you that they are afraid of. They show you that they are afraid of this thing happening, man. You know, rebellion, uprising, revolt, concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority, violent strife between factions, civil or religious disorder, riot, rebelliousness against authority. You know, so even though the military is going to be out there, the police is going to be out there, you know, they're still going to be fought against by the people, man, by the civilians. Let's see, more civil disorder, dissension, strife, rebellion. You know, so basically going against the government. Going against the government, man. That's what's about to happen. Well, that's what they are afraid of. But you see, it's prophecy. It's prophecy in the Bible. So, you know, the chances are very high that this is going to start off with England. You know, you already have it. In Venezuela, you have food shortages. So people are robbing stores and even worse than that, they are searching food in the trash cans. They eat rotten meat. They eat birds and cats and dogs. They eat whatever they can find, man. So this Brexit is all gonna go basically downhill when there is gonna be a no deal concerning trading, and people are gonna starve, man. So then we got the scriptures. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 16. Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. So this is gonna be in America, you know, but cases like this is gonna be all across the world, man. The oppressing sword, which is martial law, which during martial law, during a civil unrest, during a sedition, you know, which is a revolution, a revolt against the government, you know, people that don't want to do nothing, have nothing to do with it, they're gonna flee to their own country, man. A lot of people that are only in England for work, you know, or that are only there for family or whatever, they're gonna go back to their own country, man, because it's not gonna be safe. So you see, for fear of the oppressing sword, martial law, they shall turn everyone to his own people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. You know, so that's what's about to happen. You know, anarchy in the UK, police brace for riots, more army help in case of no deal Brexit, leaked report. So with that, I'm gonna say, Kala Lalim Yahawah Basham Yahushai Basham Rakakudah Shalom.